just fucking there.
No. Sex club involves different things. You could be a voyeur, watch people have sex. You could be a cuckold, watch somebody have sex with your partner.
Hell
you
no.
can. It all depends on what you're comfortable with. But there's different avenues to explore. You can go to a sex club for a dominatrix. You could go to a sex club to be a submissive.
You know a lot about this shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
She got that thing.
Kinks and freaks.
Kinks and freaks.
Add me on Facebook.
Very. Welcome to the Make It Work podcast, where we talk about what it is because it is
what it is.
What it is.
Oh, I was too
My
fast.
fault. I had a little pause right there, but it's all good.
It's fine.
We are joined today by two guests.
Yes.
Special guests. Let's have you guys introduce yourselves. All right. I need your name, I need your age, and I need your relationship status.
Kyle, shut it down. I'm 27 and I'm dating.
All right, my God.
And I am Tiffany. I am 31, going on 32, and I am married.
Married. See, we have a married person on the podcast. That's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's up. When did you get married?
December 12th, 2016.
2016. 6 years ago. So was you 25 when you got married?
That's good,
That's
man.
beautiful. That's
Yeah, I know,
beautiful.
it was in my head,
Yeah,
right?
I'm pretty quick.
Good job.
How's that relationship going? Yeah, everything all good?
I'm not going to lie to you. Marriage is hard. It's hard as fuck. People be trying to tell you, like, it's the most wonderful experience of your life to go through life with your partner, and it's beautiful. It's something like childbirth. People tell you, like, oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful experience, and when you get there, that shit is some bullshit at first. But you got to work through it, because you got to understand that even though people keep saying, like, marriage is just a piece of paper, it's not. Different dynamics go into what you expect of a husband versus what you expect of a boyfriend. So when you propel yourself into that particular relationship, you no longer see this person as, I know in my personal experience, he wasn't just my boyfriend. Now he's my protector. He's my provider. He is the head of the household. So with that comes the automatic, push towards more maturity in your relationship. And don't get me wrong, we've been together since I was 16. So we knew each other. By the time we had a kid, we lived together for years. And, when we went into the space, we was like, this is the logical next step. Like, we've already done the other bullshit. So now it's time for us to actually be married.
It's like a movie, like
Right.
High School Sweetheart. Shit.
Right. So
Right.
you're like, it can't really change because, I've known you all this time. What the fuck is the difference? We just get married.
Right.
It's-
Does it
But
really change like
huge.
that?
It
Like
changes.
after y'all like go through the ceremony?
It
and
changes
everything?
because idealistically, when you think about what happens in a household when you're together, with a boyfriend and girlfriend situation, it's like, all right, I want his input, but if he gives it to me, cool. If he doesn't, all right, like, it is what it is. His opinion to me heightened because we're thinking as a unit now. It's not just me and, if he likes it, cool. If he doesn't, it's whatever. It's now we're moving as a unit.
Why did that change from boyfriend and girlfriend to husband and
It
wife?
changes because now I don't know about everybody else's family. I come from a line of
What's your
family
zodiac sign?
members. I'm a Leo.
Here we go.
Now we're doing this.
The astrology.
I was just wondering.
Yeah.
So we get into, a space where I'm like, all right, my grandparents been married for 60 years. My other grandparents been married for 60 years. Then my parents were divorced. You don't want to repeat that cycle because you witnessed what divorce does to a family. So that weighs heavily on you. Not only does the internal friction of your marriage and how you handle things like finances, raising children, religion, things of that nature, not only does that come into play, but other things come into play like, all right, well, I seen that my grandmother did this. Am I supposed to do that? But we're not living in the same time as my grandmother. Different things vary. So marriage is, it's interesting.
Do you have kids? Do y'all have
Yes, two. Two kids.
How old are they? If you don't mind me asking.
We have a about to be 11-year-old, and we have a 2-year-old.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Damn, Kai, what you think about marriage, man? You ever think about getting married?
I'm gonna get married.
Yeah.
I think that marriage is more so of a symbolism kind of thing.
Okay. Elaborate on that a little bit.
I think that it's important, but at the same time, it's more mental than it is actually being married to somebody. I think it's the mindset that you have when you're with a person. If you took it serious at the first, like when you first with somebody and you take what they say seriously and do everything that, you know what I mean, you would do when you're married. What's the difference if you're not married, other than a little bit more pressure? And maybe that changes people a little bit. But for me, I would like to get married because I'm going to throw a giant party. You know what I mean?
That's what you think about?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I just wanted it to be a fly-ass party. So it's like a celebration kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you want to be with somebody forever, you don't really need the paper. But
Yeah, you know.
if you're going to be with somebody forever, then you shouldn't mind the paper.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I had a question. Oh, what kind of woman would you like to marry?
Somebody who works for me. That's all.
Works for
Excuse
you?
me. Excuse
Like
She's
work-
an employee.
Like works
Whoa,
for you,
whoa, whoa,
or
whoa,
like
whoa,
it's
whoa,
good
whoa.
for you. Like that's your.
Don't do that.
I'm just clarifying
Don't do that.
for the people out there.
Works not for me, works with me.
Yeah.
Whatever I need and I want, that's the type of person that I'm going to find. So
Exactly.
I'm not the type of person that looks for something that I don't want.
So I have a question. I don't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead.
So when those needs change and she doesn't, how do you handle that?
Adjustments got to be made, but you still have to have a foundation of whatever you thought that you wanted. I'm a commitment type of person. I wanted to box when I was 8 years old. I'm a professional boxer.
Yeah.
I wanted to make music when I was 10 years old. I'm a rapper. I make commitments. When I say I'm going to do something, I follow through, even when the world changes me and I might not want to do it as bad as I thought I wanted to do it. I'm the type of person that continues to plan. I think when you follow a plan, everything works out the way it's supposed to work out. You know,
Okay, so what you're saying is like you're very goal oriented.
I'm very goal oriented.
Yeah.
So if this is what I say I want, it's what I really want.
You're going to go get it.
I'm going to make sure that I do everything it takes so that it works out for me. And that same type of person I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that whatever we have going on reaches the end goal. Of course, I've been in relationships before and they haven't worked out, but that's because everybody's not the same mindset.
Yeah.
So, you know, some people give up or they
quit.
can't handle certain pressures of life, and you got financial things that happen. But I feel like when I find that person that I am eventually, you know, spend my life with, and I might have already met her, but what I'm trying to say is when that happens, then everything's going to go where it's supposed to go. And yeah, it's going to be bumps and bruises, and that's just part of the game.
Yeah.
But, you know.
You think it's like hard to find that person being in like the work that you're in, or being like, you know, who you are?
I don't think it's harder. I think the biggest thing for me was understand what I really wanted, so that I can properly commit to something and not let the world tell you what you want. That's a lot of times what happens. The world tells you what you want, and then you kind of accept it. So realizing what makes me, you know what I mean, happy, you feel me? I've had better luck in the dating scene just because, like, I'm not looking for what you think I'm looking for. I'm looking for what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you got standards, basically.
My own, though.
Exactly. All right. So we heard, you know, what type of woman he wants to marry. What type of man is your husband? Like, how do you guys have roles? Like, what roles do you play?
Is your husband a man you want to marry?
He's absolutely the man I wanted to marry. I would say, in terms of a man, what I define as a man, because everybody's definition of what they look for in a partner varies. I need someone who is family oriented. I need someone who is level-headed. I need someone who is going to be the yin to my yang. Life is about balance. My husband is very calm. I'm not so much.
Yeah.
He is very forthcoming with his feelings. I'm not so much. I'm communicative. However, when it comes to me actually communicating how I feel about certain things, I can tend to shut down until I feel like I can verbalize it correctly. Now, this is important because this plays on childhood traumas, and this is something that everybody has to take into consideration before you get married, which is a mistake we did not do. So as much as you think you know somebody,
Right.
interests change. The way you feel as though you're growing changes. Sometimes you grow together, sometimes you grow apart, sometimes you grow in different directions. How do you bounce back from that? How do you know that love is going to be consistent? You can fall in and out of love throughout marriage. You can love that person.
I think so.
Yes. Being in love can be fleeting. Love is an emotion that you can control at times. At times you cannot. Now, there's times where I am head over heels in love with my husband. Sometimes I love him, but we're not seeing eye to eye. At that point, my in love is not so strong. Those things vary. How do you overcome those things? Those are things you need to think about. These are things that you need to speak with someone about. You need to speak about traumas because those come into play later on down the line. Even if they're not exactly present at that moment, let's say your spouse or your spouse to be your fiance has issues with child abuse, right? They were abused as a child. They can shelter you from the effects of their trauma. However, they're going to come out at some point. Okay? How do you deal with that? You have to learn how to navigate those things. You have to learn how to be communicative in those moments the way they need you to be communicative. So these are things that I had to learn in my marriage, even though we were together 6 years before my marriage.
So you didn't learn it before the marriage?
I knew there was trauma there, but not to the extent that he made it seem until things started to where he couldn't hold it in anymore. They started to bubble over. They started to express themselves in different ways. These are things that you need to overcome or at least address before you get married to see if that's something that you can handle. Because not only does this person have to deal with trauma, you have to deal with the trauma that they're going to inflict on you because they haven't dealt with their trauma.
Right.
It's a domino effect. You have to learn all of these things about your partner. And that's what a lot of people take for granted when you get married. You think like, oh, yes, we about to have this fucking lit-ass wedding. It's love. It's love. It's love. Love is not enough.
You know him in and out.
Love is not enough. Until you go through a point where your husband is laid off and you're the only breadwinner, love is not enough. Until you go through the point where somebody in the family is sick and you guys have to be the provider of whether it's healthcare or just being there support-wise and learning how to comfort them and also deal with the issues that are going on outside of just that particular realm, love is not enough. Love is never enough. It's not enough.
Well, yeah, I mean, personally, I don't think love lasts as long as what people say it does. I think
Love does last.
I think marriage comes down to duty.
I think it depends on who you're talking to.
Really?
You're going to say love don't last. You're going to say love lasts.
Love lasts.
Love don't.
Yeah.
No, listen to what I'm saying, though. It depends on who you're talking to. See, love don't last the same way with her than it do with me. You see what I'm trying to say to you?
Does
like,
love turn
passion
into,
is not the passion is different with everybody.
Yes, it is.
Passion is something that people need to differentiate.
Yeah.
So are you going off of lust and passion or are you going off of love?
But everybody's heart isn't as big as everybody. Like,
I agree.
Everyone loves differently.
And you know what I'm saying? So like you can't say that. You can say for you.
Correct.
You can say for you, love lasts. But for you, maybe love don't last. You know what I'm trying to say?
Does love turn into like comfortability? Like, is that what happens a lot in like marriages and stuff like that? Like you're with someone for so long
That you just get
that
comfortable.
you're just comfortable around them. Like,
Absolutely. Now, I'll share a little bit about my past. So, like I said earlier, my parents are divorced. If you ask one parent why they're divorced, it's different from the other reason why they believe they're divorced.
Do they blame each other?
Of course. And I still feel like there's still love there. There's love there, but there's resentment. And resentment overcame the love at some point. But when you, and particularly me, I, sat down with my father and I was like, so what is it? What happened? Why did you and my mom not work? They were together. My parents are kind of unique. They married 3 weeks after they met, and they were married for 18 years. And
it's rare.
And
That
I
ain't bad
asked,
for 3 weeks.
not bad, not bad, right?
That ain't bad.
And they, unfortunately cannot be in the same room still to this day. The last time I seen them in the same room together is when I graduated high school 15 years ago.
No, we say made it to graduation.
That's a lot of resentment.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
know?
a lot.
Do you know what happened? Do you know what like?
I think
kinda
it's over time. This is why. And honestly, please, I am not the marriage fucking authority. So please don't look to me for marriage advice. I know what I've been through. I know experiences of people who are married and what they've been through. I will say that, a lot of it came into play where, and this is the argument I have with women all the time, if he met you a certain way, keep it that way. Make sure you look good. If you gain weight, lose it.
Got to.
If you,
Please.
you have to upkeep yourself. And yes, things happen. Don't get me wrong. I met my husband when I was in high school and I was 110 pounds. I'm not nowhere near that now. So
2 kids.
obviously,
It happens.
so kids happen, life happens, but look presentable. Keep up on your appearance because men are very visual. And it's not really the fact of you should be doing this necessarily for him, but if you look good, you feel good.
That's what I was gonna
You're
say,
going
like,
to feel sexy.
it
You're
takes a
going
toll
to
on
want
you,
to
too.
fuck. You're going to want to present this to him in a way that he can receive it. That's the
That
thing
makes sense
for me.
Makes sense.
You pretty shit quiet, so
Yeah.
for this topic, you pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it's,
It takes a
you're
toll
right.
on women
But
too.
it's
They
the
don't
same-
realize
but
it
it's the same-
subconsciously.
it's the
Like,
same
Yeah.
thing. It's the same
like
thing.
you
you
feel
don't
good
want-
about yourself. You take stuff out
You know
on
how
him,
many
like, you
moms
look at
I
him.
see literally looking like moms? Like, I never want to look like a mom. I never do. I want to go out and I want to
Respect.
look. And it's not that I'm not proud that I have children, because I'm very proud. I love my kids to life and back. You understand what I'm saying?
As you should.
But I know what I want to look like.
Right.
And this was ingrained in me due to the fact that my father was like, your mom, after she had y'all, it was just sweatsuits. It was sweatsuits, and it was, all right, she used to get her hands done, she used to get her feet done. That wasn't happening. She would go every once in a while get her hair done. I don't want that for me.
So here's that overtime talk that she was talking about. Yeah,
Exactly.
like,
Past things that are ingrained into you. So if I go 2 weeks without getting my nails done, that's a problem. Like, I have a broken nail right now. I'm fucking mad. But at the same time,
Now,
that
just asking. So what happens when certain things run out? Like you start getting wrinkles on your face, or your body just not. I mean, your body just can't bounce back like it used to. What happens there? Because now we're talking about
There's always
things we
plastic
can't
surgery.
change.
Ooh.
So you think that you have to get plastic surgery?
You think that
I
would
don't
work?
think I have to. I think I would opt to. Absolutely.
That's a point where you think you should change yourself.
No, not changing myself, restoring myself.
Yeah.
So I was at one particular level that has not been at the level that I'm currently at.
At what point you can't restore no more? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Ain't
it's not
no
gonna look
point.
the same. There's a point.
I'm not saying I'm
Lil'
trying to
Lil'
look
Kim don't
eternally young.
Lil' Kim don't look like. We're gonna be honest.
No. Little
She
Kim
can't.
is body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
There's
even
different
recognize her.
there's a
But-
difference in upkeeping yourself. Kim Kardashian is upkeeping herself.
Right. J-Lo is upkeeping herself. I don't know what she doing.
Yeah.
but
J-Lo
she,
tough.
J-Lo is-
she took a dip in the-
J-Lo is Hispanic. Hispanics, their genes is different. Certain cultures, they just
Right?
It's a fact. It's a fact. We're not going to do this. We're not going to get all.
But they say
His-
black
Elaborate
don't crack
for me.
neither, though, right?
Black sometimes be cracking. I ain't gonna lie. I
No,
see a couple crack.
Sometimes it take a while. Though.
Nah,
It
but
take a
now
while.
how you take care of yourself too? So if you drinking every day, or you
Yeah.
you think
Smoking
smoking
and you
hookah every day,
Not going to the gym.
yeah, nah, it's gonna mess with you. But with the core, I'm trying to say certain cultures is a little different when it comes to
Well, I'm
how their
West
body
Indian.
responds to something. But I think I'm more asking about the age thing, because you're not gonna forever be able to just. The Botox is not gonna hit the same. The your lips is not.
I'm not
like,
saying
you're not gonna
that-
be able to keep doing that.
But
look
I'm
young
not saying I
forever.
want to look eternally young. I'm saying I want to make sure I keep up my appearance. There's a difference.
I'm just asking because like, what if your husband is just he misses the old you, and he goes to find somebody younger?
That ain't my problem.
Okay.
I know I did what I had to do.
Okay, so it's more about what you do. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it's all about. Let me be honest and say, like, yes, of course, I love that he loves the way that I look.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I need to love the way that I look. That's first and foremost.
I respect that. A lot of women don't actually believe that. They believe in unconditional love. They think now that we're together, I should just always love her no matter what. Like she doesn't have to put in no work or anything like that.
No,
but what you're saying right
relationships are
now
work.
is you need to put in that work constantly. You have to always upkeep your image.
Absolutely.
And that is beautiful. I need the viewers to hear this.
It's like you're always
seriously.
in competition,
yes,
right?
You're
Like,
all
with-
like
I always feel like, and again, past traumas, my dad has always ingrained in me, there's always going to be somebody younger than you. There's always going to be somebody prettier than you. There's always going to be somebody smarter than you.
and J. Cole.
But you have
You love yours.
you have to love who you are and make sure you present the best you. That's it. That's the only responsibility I have. Present the best.
I think
me.
that's fire.
Yeah.
I think that's fire. I think
Yeah.
I like go back and forth with it. I think you should always bring the best you, but not just appearance wise. Like
Yeah, definitely.
mentally, you have to take care of yourself.
Do you think it's different for us as men? Because there are women, when like you
Yeah.
said, we're looks first. We want the image first. For us, don't you think it has more to do with like provisioning, like
Maybe,
having resources, stuff like that?
maybe. It depends who your woman is too. I'm always gonna I'm gonna keep saying this. It depends on the person, but
Okay.
sometimes a woman might be attracted to you the way she looks at you. She might that just might just be the way she is. She's wired. She looking at you and she just think you fire. Well, you gotta keep being fire.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's worked for us too.
What I was trying to get at is the mental, like your drive. Somebody could be attracted to your drive and you lose your drive.
Your ambition,
You know what I mean? Yeah. What you're reaching for. If you lose that kind of stuff, you lose somebody too.
Oh yeah,
So it's not just your how you look.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
definitely. I think looks for us is like third on the totem pole.
I mean, for me personally, I'm gonna be honest. It's always something else to look at.
Oh, okay.
It's always something else to look at.
Facts. Yeah, that's
You
true.
feel me? I do want you to do your best to make sure you look the best that you could be. Is it gonna make me leave you? Probably not. You feel me? That's just how I feel. It's not gonna, my important thing for me is mental. Like when I see you not hustling for what you want,
Yeah,
I'm attracted to passion. I'm a Scorpio.
respect.
I'm attracted to passion.
Yeah.
When a girl, she's showing me that she's passionate about something, or even just the way she does everything, the way she cooks, she's passionate about how she cooks, or just everything, anything she does.
Yeah.
I like to see passion. That inspires me. You know what I'm saying? So that's more important to me than getting dressed and looking pretty all the time. You feel what I'm saying? But it is important too.
Yeah,
It's something else, but it's just maybe not on my top list. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's you, bro.
There's
And
always something else looking.
I think, honestly, like I actually think a lot of men are like that. I was explaining that to her earlier today. Like it's not just about your looks. Like
Not at all.
me and her are in a relationship now, so I'm not really looking at your looks as much. I'm looking at your
You should be.
personality. I'm looking at a work ethic.
Yeah,
It's
but yeah, 'cause
Now,
I ain't
it's a
gonna.
thing.
He says he don't really be looking at the looks, but
I mean, of
it's
course
still
I
there
see it.
subconsciously.
I see it, but
I believe.
you see pretty girls everywhere you go. We can go to the mall right now. We gonna see a bunch of pretty girls.
I just let them.
It's not
It's
debating who's pretty, who's
It's
cute,
crazy right
Yeah.
who's physically appeasing. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this goes into conjunction with other things. Once one slips, the rest start to fall. It's a domino effect because, okay, no, I don't really care about my looks. But then, all right, I'm getting a little lazy with me cleaning up the house. And then, all right, he got it. That's what I hear a lot of women say. A lot of married women say, he got it. Like, it's cool. I don't really have to do all that because he got it. What motivation are you giving him? I always feel like, and I'm not saying that looks matter that much because they don't. They don't. Shit happens. You could get into a fucking car accident, and I would hope to God that if I, God forbid, ever get into an accident and I'm fucking mangled and, you know, I look like whatever the fuck.
Different. Okay.
Yeah. I look however I look. Would I expect my husband to be there? Absolutely. Would I expect him not to cheat? Absolutely not.
Do you do that now, even though you haven't been in an accident? Do you expect him not to cheat?
I'm not gonna give my view on that.
Well,
See, that's a
this is
different
what it's
view.
about.
she kind of went there. You feel what I'm saying? 'Cause,
I'm
like,
saying I don't.
When do you expect him to cheat? When do you expect him to cheat?
Huh?
When do you expect him to cheat?
Yeah. Do you expect?
When? I feel like any man has the capacity to cheat. Any person has the
No.
capacity.
But
to cheat.
when do you
right.
expect him out of capacity? And we all know we can do what the fuck we want.
Yeah.
Like,
He can cheat because he's bored.
Okay.
That ain't.
I'm saying, when do you expect him to though? Like you said that you expected because you didn't look good.
Like
Okay,
if you let
so,
yourself
like,
go, you
yeah.
expect them to cheat.
So at what point when you stop working at something,
There's no expectation as to when he would not cheat.
you just think it's
men are men.
always
It's always a possibility. I don't feel like cheating is out of the norm. Let me preface this by saying this. I always ask my friends, what are your deal breakers in relationships?
the guidelines.
As a married woman, cheating is not amongst the highest thing in my deal breaker. It's not.
I respect
And I'll
that.
be honest to you. I'll be honest with you because it's not. It's not like I'm going to say, oh, my husband is this. And if my husband loses his job and he doesn't want to get another job, that is a deal breaker.
Exactly.
If he becomes a drug addict and he is unable to, get over his addiction, that is a deal breaker.
I don't think that's
cheating is.
You don't think that's a deal
I
breaker?
don't think that's I don't. That's not my opinion.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I just don't think that's cool.
If he's unable to get over his addiction, yes. But
unable
because
to,
It takes a toll on the family.
it takes a toll on multiple aspects of your life.
Have you ever been addicted to anything?
It's a sickness for sure, but
It's an
sickness,
illness.
so-
what if you can
However,
help him get over it?
Yeah, you. Can,
if he is willing to
But
seek
that's-
help, yes.
but how are you gonna?
But if he is unwilling and does not want to,
Well, guys that get addicted.
if you're in doing drugs, how are you gonna want to?
Yeah, like
A lot
the
of
will
people-
itself. Or
I've worked in a rehab center. It's
so
there's a
you know
difference.
drug
Yes.
addiction is chemical, like it's
Yes.
physical. Like you can't just have the will to do something
Yes.
and do it. Like it.
So you're gonna give up
withdrawal
on-
is
you
an
gonna give
actual
up
thing.
on
You
it.
I'm
have
not giving up
fevers,
on
you have-
him. We just don't need to be married.
That's just something that you don't want to handle.
No, it's not that I don't want to handle it. It's not only me handling it. We have 2 children. There are multiple aspects in which that goes back onto me, which is not fair. Now, everything in life is not fair, and that's not what I'm expecting. And as a partnership, you do say like through, what is it, for better, for worse.
Till death do us part.
Sickness and health.
Sickness
Till
and
death
health,
do
yeah.
us part.
However, you also have to, in this modern day and age, realize when it's time to tap. A lot of people are holding on to marriages and they don't realize when it's time to tap.
Well, the divorce rate's at 50% right now, and I think that's
It's
a little
doing-
too high.
I personally
Is it too high because they're not tolerating bullshit, or is it too high because you just don't like that number?
Well, I mean, most of the time when they do divorce, it's because of boredom or it's because someone was cheating on the other
My question
person.
is, why get
Actually,
married?
no.
Why get
Fidelity is one of the lowest reasons as to why people
Really?
get divorced. Absolutely.
I've been seeing that a lot though.
No.
Wait,
My
what is it?
question-
Financial reasons?
It's more
Mike-
so financial. Yes.
Mike, my question is, why get married if you are going to be tired of the bullshit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what are we?
It's
getting
a
married
long-
for?
it's a life
because
commitment.
I say I'm getting married, I can sign up for suffering.
Because
So
you
you don't really know what's going to happen.
Well,
You
No,
may
it's
or may
not.
on.
That's
Hold
not.
on.
No, not because you're getting married. Because the words that you said. I just think when you say something, you should stand on it. Like,
Yeah.
don't if that's not in your heart to do, and you can't stand on the words, I don't think you should get married. I think that you
If
should.
I didn't start out and you were a drug addict, and you are putting our family in a position
But
where they
my question
are,
is, why would you say sickness and health?
At the end of the day, you
feel what I'm
chose to
saying?
say these words, so
Like,
you
didn't
have to
say
stand by
that.
them.
You could change it. You didn't have to say that, but you said it.
I didn't say that.
I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying.
yeah.
If we
Just- just-
write our
yeah.
own personal vows, like for richer and for richer, like Shaq did with Shawnee, and they still divorced, no addiction.
I mean, celebrity marriages
I'm
never
saying
last.
a lot of people.
They've been together since high school.
A lot of people say them
Shawnee
things.
and Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah.
He's been with so many other women.
Since. They were high school
He is an
sweethearts,
NBA.
right?
He is an NBA superstar. They've been on and off. It wasn't
No.
since high
His
school.
first wife. It was since high school.
Well, adjust the vows.
After
Just
high
adjust the vows. Adjust the vows then. I think the vows should be different. I think you should vow to do some
That's
shit.
why some people write their own
You
vows.
vows you could do some
Yeah.
shit you could do. Because
Yeah.
them vows be ridiculous. I mean,
They-
tired
they
of hearing
do.
about vows. You can't.
And I'm not saying that I will not be there for him, but I need to also make sure that mentally I'm going to be at my best for
I'm
our
hanging
family.
my vows up.
What's best
no,
for
I'm
what's best
hanging
for
my
the family?
vows up,
Like what's
man.
best for the kids? You know, not every relationship y'all should stick through it just because y'all said some words. Like
Some
Yes.
words is a vow.
Yeah.
right.
Words
However,
are everything.
Words.
Huh?
Words.
Words
Words are
everything?
actions.
Words are everything.
That's
everything.
Words is all a man has. All a man has is his word.
No, men have actions.
Men have to do. They have to act on their words. That's what makes them a man. But
Words
you
is
ain't a
not-
man if you're
If
not.
it's just
doing
words, why
what
we
your
get
words.
married?
Yeah.
If it's just words, why would you get married?
Again,
Like if you
I ain't
believe
gonna-
it's just
mean,
words, then why the hell are we doing this? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
personally, I feel like marriage. I'm not saying I'm not a believer in marriage, but
Y'all gonna
like,
get married?
if it happens, like
Like, y'all think y'all
Eventually.
yeah, maybe?
we
Yeah,
talked about it.
We're
We
gonna
talked
be
about it
together.
before. Yeah,
We're gonna be together
but like
for a long time. Yeah.
you know, we always hear like different stories
Yeah,
from
my-
people
my
who are, like,
grandparents-
his grandparents who's been married
Been
since
Married for like 60 years now.
60 years.
They told us not to get married. Just live together. Just cohabitate.
I'm sorry for cutting you off though. You can.
Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say.
You were
honestly.
saying
So it's
something
like-
about you believe something about marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
You forgot where he's going?
Yeah.
I honestly feel like marriage is a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
When it works, it's beautiful. When it doesn't, not so much.
But don't you have to make it work?
You definitely have to but both parties. You can't.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You can't force something if someone does not want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a constant effort from both parties who are involved. You have to consciously wake up every morning and say, listen, I'm going to work towards something. And you also have to make sure you operate on the rules of your own marriage. Everybody's marriage is different. Some things I accept, other people wouldn't accept.
Yeah.
Some things he accepts, other people wouldn't accept. It all depends on the dynamic of your relationship. Stop trying to dictate, and this is where Will and Jada come into play. Stop trying to dictate norms as to what a marriage should and should not be. Whatever works for them and keeps them happy is what they should follow suit with.
So you think him slapping Chris Rock was a good thing?
I didn't say that.
Okay.
It's not appropriate. Did I say it's unacceptable? No. But it's not appropriate for the time and place that he slapped.
So if your man got up and smacked another
My man has
over
done worse for less.
Really?
And you don't look at him no different in
Not
those
at all,
situations.
because that's my baby.
Have you ever cheated on him?
Nope.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say this.
I had a random question.
I'm gonna say this. not in.
We gonna
Not in the-
we gonna tell the truth today.
Everybody has
Not
different
in-
versions of cheating.
Everybody's
right?
version
True.
of cheating is different.
True, but did you do something to the levels that Jada Pinkett did?
No.
Okay, so that's
So you
that's
ain't
different.
had
That was
That's
out of
special
pocket.
Yeah.
That whole
No, it's
out of
not
pocket.
out of
I didn't think it was out of
pocket. This is
pocket.
what I don't
Well, she
understand.
did.
Why do people keep saying it's out of pocket?
Will was cool with it.
Not even that Will was
I mean,
cool with it.
he was
they
cool with it.
have an
It was-
agreement.
He was cool with it? You think he was cool with it?
He was.
I mean, it was
He
it
was doing his
cool with
own
it.
thing. Will's still doing his own thing.
He's a man.
They did have an
What does
open
that have to do with
relationship.
anything?
I
I'm
don't know
a
what
woman.
Will
I still
doing.
have sexual desires. You think I look at my husband, I'm like, damn, no other nigga in this world exists? Never.
No, of course not.
Never. So
course
you
not,
think we
but
don't
you-
have sexual desires that we want to act upon?
I think you have sexual desires, but once you find that one man,
Cap.
those desires kind of
Cap.
go down. Really?
Cap.
Nah, they don't.
I'm not
So you-
blind.
so you
I'm
wanna
not
just-
blind and I'm
Of
not
course not.
horny.
Right.
Of course, but so your man isn't the only one that you see that for. You wanted to actually experience with other men.
No, I'm not saying I'm not saying that is something that I would do in my relationship.
mean, that's
but
what-
I can see why other women. What you think? All these married niggas cheating and none of these married bitches cheating?
Actually, married women cheat more than married men.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
So
same
obviously,
desires.
we have the same desires. Do we vocalize them to our husband? Do we make them as obvious? No.
Why not?
Because of your ego. Y'all
Yes.
don't know how to
And
handle
y'all,
that.
I
y'all
don't
shame
think-
us. Y'all shame us. Y'all like to
Y'all
put us
don't-
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Y'all trying to make hold up. Y'all trying to make it okay now? Because
I'm not
okay.
making it okay.
Ego is an excuse to lie.
Hold on.
No. I didn't say it's okay to lie. I said that your ego doesn't allow us to voice or express
You can
that
do
we
what you
find
you can
other
do what you
people
want to do.
attractive.
You can
No,
do what you
never.
want.
I don't think.
Men
I
could
don't
never
think.
handle that.
You could do what you want to do.
If I look at a nigga and he walking down the street, I'm like, God damn, I would ride that shit. My nigga would snap. Are you crazy?
You wouldn't do that if you were by yourself.
But if
Yes, I
I'm in-
would.
But you-
The fuck?
But can your man?
With my girl? What?
Can your man do that?
Huh?
Can your man do that?
My man, me and my nigga look at asses. Oh,
Okay, no,
shit,
that's
she got.
that's females though.
Yeah, he could.
But
So,
if he
but
was
you-
like, yo,
I would never say anything outwardly disrespectful
Like, you know what
in front of my
you know
husband,
what
and he would never do that to me. However, does he look? Yes. Am I aware that he's looking? Yes. Can I
Yeah.
look at a nigga the same way he's looking? No. He would snap. Of
course.
If I was like,
So why do you allow it?
because it
I
doesn't
don't.
bother me. I'm secure.
I'm just
Like
I'm
if I
just-
can't in those situations, I'm like if I guess it depends because we do like when we go out to the bar, we are kind of like, all right, she bad. Like,
You
whatever.
do that.
I do that, but you
I don't
act
out
like
of
you don't do
respect
that.
for
Like,
you. I do that out of respect for you. See, it's different. It's different for
It's
men and
really
women.
not for real. For the culture messed up. To be honest,
That is true. The culture
like,
is
let's be
messed up a
honest.
little
Like,
bit.
this culture really messed up. What we was just said is crazy.
It's
Yeah.
the truth. Men
It's
do
really-
not know how to handle.
I didn't say it wasn't the truth.
fact.
It's the now truth. but
Wait,
it's,
what part was crazy?
It's just the whole dynamic is crazy. Like the fact that somebody can say something and somebody else can't say something. Like it's kind of crazy.
I agree
Like,
with
okay.
that.
But double standard do exist.
Yeah, life is a double
And
standard.
If I
hold
said-
on,
Okay, go ahead. I was going to ask you something.
I know, but let me,
I was gonna ask
let
you
me
something.
go
Go
off.
ahead.
Let me go off. Women and women is a cool thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Girl on girl action. That's what you're talking about.
Females can hug and kiss,
Yes,
and
they
they can
can.
in a bar. They can do what y'all want to do. Y'all can wild out and have a good time. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like niggas ain't gonna look at y'all crazy. That's a fact, right? Man, we ain't doing that with our bros. You feel what I'm saying? We in a
Hell no.
bar. We gonna talk about the game. We gonna talk about some bitches maybe.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna do all the hugging and all that. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all got y'all
That's
advantages is on a whole nother scale of like what you can do and have a good time with is on a whole level of you know what I'm saying? So
You got more options than us.
you know
Women
what
are
I'm saying?
more sexually
It's-
like
Yeah.
we're more. Is it sexual?
Nah,
things?
it's
Like,
not even
there's
sexual.
More
I think
things
it-
turn us on than how many things turn us
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Maybe.
That's
More
just-
things.
that-
More,
no,
yes.
that's a fact.
Maybe.
That's a fact.
My only thing is this. When we go back and we say, oh, I could look at the ass because my nigga won't be able to handle it, right? You could look at a female ass and be like, damn, that shit fat. Like, you getting like that pleasure there because you might smack that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because
I feel
that's
like
acceptable in the
women-
culture. You feel what I'm saying?
But if
Yeah.
he would have said,
But-
"Damn, that shit fat," it's a problem.
Just out of nowhere.
Well, listen. If I
this
this one of my things, if I'm with a woman, I'm going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
And if she doesn't accept that, then she probably not my match for real. Cause I ain't holding my tongue about nothing. I don't do a lot of lying.
Right, like
I
you
don't
said.
know.
Okay.
The
You know what
one
I'm saying?
that's for you.
Yeah, the person that's gonna be for me, she gonna have to accept some stuff. I'm not saying accept it like I'm gonna make you. I'm accept it like that's how you came to me. Like
Yeah.
you just okay with certain things. That's
Yeah.
I'm not gonna force nobody to do nothing. If that ain't you, that ain't you. One thing I always do when I'm with somebody, and this is something that I've learned to do because I wasn't always like this. I'm myself from the rip. I mean, all the way myself. The same thing I'm gonna say to you today. The same thing I'm gonna say to you in 2, 3, 5, in the 10 years. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
I'm being myself. You're not gonna get no fake me. You're not gonna 3 months later find out that I'm different. This is how I am, and I'm gonna give you that up front. I'm gonna probably give it to you worse than it really is gonna be because I need you to know if you really down for this. What I'm, you know what I mean? What I'm bringing, and I found it's a lot easier because I'm never got to change up and switch up of who I am
Yep.
at
Just
any
keep
point.
being you.
You feel what I'm saying? And if she like me, she fuck with me.
It's
feel
you.
me?
Yep.
That's what I say about a lot of guys. That's what we gotta normalize. Like, be straight up with what you want when you meet women.
They can't because
Why
they
can't
won't
they?
get no girls.
That's
No, that's not true.
That's a lie.
That's not true.
I don't think
Not
Women
all-
are
believe that.
women are willing to accept a lot.
Nah,
Way more than men are willing to
I'll be
accept.
honest. I'll be honest.
Hold.
It depends on who.
There, Hey,
We take you for what you say.
there are more.
Because if you can't say certain shit, if you ain't got no job,
If you don't got it like that, you
I'm not
don't
gonna
got
agree
it.
with you on that.
You can't get it.
You can't.
Girls can get it.
No.
Even if a girl doesn't have anything, she can still get it from a man. 30% of men right now aren't getting any pussy at all. 30%
For real?
are
30%?
they're either virgins
You knew that?
or they haven't had sex
I know it's-
within a year.
Niggas act like they don't get pussy.
30%?
That's
They don't. So when it comes to that, they can't be honest like how he is.
That's
they,
a lie.
gotta take it how
Let
they
me
get
tell
it.
you why. Let me tell you
Niggas
why.
not fucking.
You can't.
I'm gonna shut up on
It's
this one.
the
I hadn't
golden
nothing
rule.
about this.
Okay.
It's the golden rule. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. If
100%.
you
Say that a lot.
if you go
100%.
into something and you say, listen, but let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Your actions have to back your words. If you go into something and you say, listen,
You gotta stand on it.
right now, I'm not looking for anything extra other than sex.
Mm-hmm. You think you're gonna get some?
No. Y'all fuck. She goes home. Stop blurring the lines
Hold
where
up.
y'all keep having
I
bitches
think-
sleep over.
hold
Y'all
on.
want bitches
Facts.
to cuddle.
Yeah.
Stop
But
kissing
hold up,
her
let me do
on the
something with my
mouth.
fellas
Stop
real fast.
hitting
Let me do
her.
something with my fellas. Do not say that. Do not say I don't want this. What you
When
say?
she asks you
'Cause she gonna
what
say no.
what
I'm gonna get
you're
some
looking
game.
for,
You get some game. This is what you say. You say,
Telling you.
listen. I think you're a nice person.
don't start with that because you sound like grandma.
No. I gotta tell
Go ahead.
you. I
Go
gotta
ahead.
make sure that you know that I'm not coming at no sideways where I'm gonna talk to you about this.
Go ahead.
I think you cool. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You feel me? And I'm gonna be honest with you, so that you can make a decision on what this can be and what it's not gonna be. I'm gonna give you the option to opt out.
Correct.
You feel me? Say that to her though, that way, so that she know that you're being respectful of her feelings. You gotta validate her. You can't just be out here just telling people, I just wanna.
No.
Hey,
You
know
can
what I'm
say,
saying?
yo,
That's it.
I think you're
Yeah.
dope.
Okay.
I think as of right now, I'm not ready for a relationship.
Then you just did
And
what I
right
just
now,
did.
You're not getting no
yeah.
pussy.
And
just
what
did what I
I
just
want,
did.
and what I want right now is I want us to be, don't say you want to build because that gives bitches
That's
hope.
what I'm.
Stop
That's what
doing
I'm saying
that.
about we take you for
Stop
what you say.
doing
What if
that.
he do- what
Stop
if he is
saying
trying
you
to
want to
build?
build.
What if he is trying to build?
Keep that shit to yourself.
Nah, you can just be
Keep
honest.
that shit to yourself.
That's a lie.
Be
That's
honest and say, yo,
All
as of
right.
right now, I think that we
What if
can
he's
just
trying to
be
build, though?
sexual.
All right, hold on.
What you trying to build?
Hold on.
You
hold
don't
on.
want to build. You want to build your dick
No,
in my
I'm saying-
pussy.
I'm saying-
You don't want to build.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. See, there's a problem right here at this table. You, and you are all speaking from an abundance mindset. Okay, you get bitches. You're a woman. It's easy for you, so you can just go up and be honest with a girl. There are most dudes. I'm talking like 60%
You
of dudes.
don't have that option.
They don't have they can't be honest because they won't get it from anybody. I'm telling you, the girls'
It's about
standards are too high. All girls want, not all girls,
Gotta
but
go to Atlanta.
most girls, you can go different places. Most girls want, they want a 6-figure man.
hey, yo.
Lies.
They want him to be 6 foot. This is their ideal. This is their
In
ideal.
shape.
Let me-
This is their
hold on.
ideal.
Female
When
pull you
you
up
done,
walking in
I'm
Atlanta.
gonna tell you why that's wrong.
That's their ideal. So you don't want to do that make 6 figures?
Continue with your point.
Okay, like I was saying.
Let's talk
so,
about it.
so
We are.
hey, so
Oh, we gonna talk about it.
so these girls'
Let's talk about
standards,
it.
are way too high at the moment
Hmm.
because of social media, because of all these different things.
What
all
percentage? You got the
Let me-
percentage. What's the percentage of the men that make 6 figures?
that make 6 figures
Yeah.
with is
Now it should be high.
25.
Nah, it's not even that high.
It's not high.
Yeah, it's like 25%.
Nah, it's lower.
I think.
Ain't it like 3% or something?
Nah,
No, that's
250,000 is like top 10% or something like that, or is it 450,000?
I heard a crazy number the other day.
Yeah, bro. Niggas not making money.
Let me tell you why that's cap.
Okay, please.
Okay. And I'm going to tell you because I have friends who fuck with these niggas.
Who-
The top 10%.
niggas?
No.
Oh.
Let me tell you what type of niggas. Homeless niggas. You know why? Because
Why?
these niggas got devil dick. Now let me tell you.
They fucking for their life.
Let me tell you.
They fucking for
Let
their
me tell
life.
you, they are fucking for their livelihood, and they put everything on the fucking line. Okay, and it's a lot of bitches.
You ever had-
It's
you ever
5 or
had
6
some devil
bitches
dick?
fighting over that one dick.
They happy?
They happy.
They want to be married to him?
They want to do whatever
Damn,
this
they're not.
nigga.
They
homeless
wanna
no
be
more
married
if
to
it's
him?
They
5.
want to do whatever this nigga want to do. I know bitches who have sister wives.
You snitching.
because of devil dick.
Throwing them right under the bus.
Okay?
Over some dick.
I'm just telling you, devil dick will get you get. And I'm not even supposed to tell y'all this.
What you doing is
No, that's
I'm not even supposed to
you
tell
keeping
y'all this.
everybody broke right now. You keeping everybody broke. That's what you're doing.
This is what I'm saying.
Now niggas going to
think.
They be working on their
Let me tell
They
you.
be working on their credit. They working on their stroke game.
This why all these single mothers running around right now. Here it is.
Right.
Single mothers. Here
But
you
you know
go.
why?
Niggas
Because of the dick.
week.
Because of the dick. I'm telling you, bitches get dickmatized quickly.
Stupid.
And it normally be from the niggas that they typically wouldn't give a chance, but he caught her at a weak, vulnerable moment
God.
and slid in there.
That sounds
And she
right.
You feel
decide-
me?
and she decided
Literally
not to try.
and figuratively.
That sounds
Okay?
about right.
And I'm gonna tell you
I'm so
what.
quiet about that.
These bitches will give up their paycheck. These bitches will give up their car. These bitches will give up their morals.
Tinder
For
swindler.
devil dick. If you really putting it down, all you need to do for real, and I'm not even capping, get 2 bitches to say your dick is decent, and bitches gonna want to try it.
Niggas can't even get
I'm
in.
Nah, that's
I'm
not what you got.
tell-
What you do is this for you broke niggas.
Have you been there before?
Have I been broke nigga?
No, devil dick before.
What you mean?
Have you been the devil dick?
Oh, have I been a broke nigga that's been fucking bitches?
Giving them devil dick. You're skipping over the most important part.
I ain't trying to get toxic.
Yeah, like,
No, I've been in situations where I wasn't really giving as much as I was getting.
Seemed like he was giving devil dick.
Okay,
Sounds like it's leading.
this is what y'all do, more broke niggas.
there you go.
Play the long game. It's a fact. You got. I'm not gonna be.
He's
saying,
not lying.
I'm making sure these they know because
Yeah.
niggas out here struggling. You told me 30%. I didn't even know that number existed. You feel
Yeah,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
Yeah,
Listen,
bro. Niggas
my
not getting it.
camera, my camera. At? Listen, play the long game. A nigga gonna slip up, and when he slip up,
That's the vulnerable.
Hold on. So you telling them be in the friend
Slide in
zone?
there.
friend
No,
zone,
no.
friend zone cool.
You gotta be lurking.
Nah, friend zone cool. Let me talk to him.
Friend zone don't really.
Let
Yeah,
me
yeah.
talk to him.
Handle
Okay.
it.
Friend zone is cool. You feel me?
Yeah.
Friends only friend zone at that moment. She gonna need more of a friend one day, and you gonna be that guy because you the closest and you know her the best. Stay close.
Let me co-sign. I'm gonna just add to that.
Go ahead.
Y'all are
The
so
shoulder to cry on is the next dick to ride on.
100%.
Remember that.
Ooh.
100%.
Remember that.
Hey,
100%.
yo.
100%. 100%.
They really.
Now listen, I'm not saying don't get a job. I'm not saying get your pockets right. I'm just saying if you there now, you don't gotta be pussyless. You feel what I'm saying? You just play the long
So
game.
you think? Hold on. So you think
You
a
get the
300-pound ugly man
No,
is gonna be?
no.
Okay.
No,
It's
no.
bitches
Alright.
that like that.
It's you should
Yeah, they do like big niggas. Some
And don't come
girls
at
like
the
big.
fat nigga.
My fault. You should get in the
on
gym,
now.
but my fault.
That's
my
like a
fault.
whole
My fault.
fucking crew of people
Right.
trying to get on their bad
Right,
side.
you right.
Listen, now you're an anti-fattist, and I don't even know if that's a thing, but
Fat
now
phobic?
you're fat phobic, and you don't want to play that.
Nah, I just think people should hit the gym. That's it. You know,
I'm just
in
saying,
that.
He's
it's
a
a
big
lot of
believer
devil
in
dick
losing
that
weight.
is keeping the bitches that y'all want on tuck. I know bitches who been fucking with niggas for years. Years.
because of his dick.
Because of dick.
Don't talk too much.
I'm sorry. My fault.
Because of his dick.
I'm telling you, if you don't have a nigga that you know get bitches and he don't have one bitch at least for 5 years on tuck, he not giving out dick like that.
Does he have to be attractive?
No.
So these,
Nope.
so these ugly niggas with nothing
Ugly.
be out here just
Slinging.
slanging that thing.
Sounds like
Like,
it's kind of hard to
Dang.
find good, decent dick though. That's what it sounds
That's what I'm saying. Because a lot of these niggas don't know how to eat pussy for real.
like. Speak
They
about
don't know
it.
how to eat pussy and they not lasting long.
All you need is a little
This
tender
is-
care. You gotta just care.
little tender care.
If you care, you could do it. It ain't rocket
just
science.
like
I enjoy
love
it.
isn't
I don't know.
enough,
I feel like
caring
if-
is not enough when you eating pussy.
What you mean?
You need
It's
to
a
know
learn-
that
it's a-
you're doing
it's a
it.
learned
Techniques.
skill.
Yeah,
No.
you do have to learn
Learn
it. No, you
skills.
do have to learn it.
Because women fake, and that's partly our
Yes.
fault,
Yes.
women.
That's
We
true. That's
inhibit,
true.
we
I'm not saying-
entertain this
I'm not saying
behavior.
y'all don't
we
fake.
enable
Yeah.
the.
I'm not saying y'all don't fake. I'm saying it's a learned skill. Don't give up on yourself.
Yeah.
It's something that you can get better at. You just got.
Who wants you chewing on their pussy?
No,
Not
no.
me.
Say don't do that. That don't feel
That's
good.
true. Like you said, like
It's
we
women out here that
enable,
let you
like,
practice. There's some girls out here that teach you.
Yep.
And when you learn, you make sure that you.
Every woman likes different things. I asked this in my group.
No. You gotta learn to care. That's what I'm talking about though. Because you can go to one woman, you go eat a pussy, and she like, damn, that shit crazy. Because you do the whole tongue tornado shit, right?
The tongue
and
tornado.
then you go one joint, she just wants you to lick on the clit real slow. So listen, I don't know what I'm talking about.
See,
But
no,
he just
no,
made
no,
it.
no.
He just tried to do the tongue.
I don't
Let me
know.
tell you.
I don't know what I'm
This is
talking
where
about.
he was
I'm not
fucking
giving
up
up to his game. Let me
because
stop.
honestly, a lot of men aren't sexually good because of the fact that women act like they are.
Fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's doing not only a disservice to her, but a disservice to the next bitch who got to get him because now he chewing on your clit and you wondering what the fuck he doing and where he learned this from.
And I think the
Well,
same
you
thing
swear
for
he the best, and
Hold
then
up,
like
time
you
out.
get it, and it's like
same thing for the bitches.
And I agree.
Because-
I agree. A lot of these bitches
Yeah.
think they throat goats.
They throw cats. Cause shit is just meow. Not for real though. Step it up, y'all. Y'all could do better. But no, seriously, it's about effort. And I'm telling you another thing too. I'm gonna give y'all some real shit here. Y'all ready for this shit?
I'm not ready.
Every
ready.
bitch don't get the same dick.
That's a fact.
true.
I
I'm not-
posted that in my
Some-
group.
not. Of
Some
course
bitch-
not.
some bitches
Did I
get,
not post that?
some
not.
bitches get just half the dick because listen, I'm not going there with you tonight. I'm tired, and you ain't.
Oh,
you
yeah.
ain't
First
you ain't
round.
inspired. I'm not inspired.
First
Not
round.
inspired.
So let's
Yeah,
really
that's
break
what on the
this
show.
down. And I know this does have to do with marriage and relationships. I promise you, because remember, this is lifelong dick and pussy you giving, and you gotta spice it up. And
Yeah.
What you saying?
You gonna say eat the booty hole?
You
No.
gots to.
I mean,
think
what are
it-
you doing? Your
You-
wife should be your whore.
you got
Your
to.
husband
So
should be. You should treat your wife like you're a whore. When you get married, nothing should be off limits.
I like
To
that.
me. To
I like
me.
that.
we been there. What are you talking about?
Hold on, what was that even about? What was that in time?
That is a fact.
Spicy.
Talking about?
But I'm just
We do
saying,
it all.
like, nothing should be off limits when you're married. Because where else is he gonna get it from?
Hold up, time out.
He going back to us.
'Cause
Hey, bro.
I'm not even gonna get on y'all. I'm gonna wait because we got time. I'm gonna wait.
we got time.
All right.
Before you marry, I don't.
Yes.
All that waiting. I'm not waiting until I said some
No, no,
shit
no,
and
no.
I told you I'm putting that shit on the wall.
But you gotta leave some shit. You can't just open the whole box, my nigga. Like you can't
Open it
just
up.
go do
Open it up.
ATM and then
Nah.
like, bitch, what do you have left?
Open. Now you got some shit left.
Once you give it up, I mean, what do you have left?
I
You
need to
got
know.
tricks, you got toys, you got
Bring
you
them
got
out
a
now.
lot. You got
Bring
sex
them out.
clubs, you got everything.
Bring them out before I go to the next one.
talking
Everything.
heavy.
I'm just
They
saying,
got Temptation
everything.
Island. What's that? The little swingers resort.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You should be able to explore freely with whoever you with. If he want to try anal on Tuesday, try anal with that man on Tuesday.
Facts.
If he want to fucking come on your face, sorry, grandma, never mind. If he want to do obscene things to you, let him do obscene
No.
things to you. You feel me?
So grandma.
I think if you have, because niggas out here and they thinking that oh yeah, my girl told me I could do this. That's not okay.
Talk
Certain
about
shit's
it
not
first.
Okay. That certain shit is not okay. But no. I'm saying just because she wants you to do it on me, you just gotta go ahead and do it. You gotta have guidelines. You
Okay.
feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Certain
so
times,
you should
certain
talk about
times.
it.
Yeah.
Nah. But you talking about marriage and shit like that. So now you married. Now everything on the table. Everything. We
Everything
talked
was
about
on
this.
the
We talked
table.
about this.
Everything was
certain
on
shit we
the
ain't
table.
doing. Put that away. We ain't doing that.
What you mean?
It's certain shit. It's not okay.
Put that away.
I'm talking about as a woman. To me, I don't think I would have that many boundaries because of the fact that, listen, I'm yours. Like,
So you're willing to
I'm
do
a-
anything he
I will
requests.
try it once.
Okay.
If I like it, then yes, it's on the table.
What about another woman?
I'm not opposed to it.
How about two women?
I'm not opposed to it.
Respect.
I'm not opposed to anything because
I have nothing to
that
say.
has not.
Respect.
I mean, it's 2022. Like, where are we at now? Like,
As long as when I bring up ideas, this shit ain't shut down.
Nah, that shit. That shit
Yeah.
over
Like-
with.
That's what I'm saying.
Dub.
So if your girl presented you like, yo, I want an MMF, what are you
What
gonna
the
say?
fuck is that?
What's that?
Male, female. threesome.
You would want that?
baby.
I'm not saying I would. I'm saying what if she
do you think
presented
most
that?
women would want that?
Yes, absolutely. It's a fantasy for a lot of women.
That's
Almost 80% of women think about threesomes with two men.
With other men?
I'm gonna start saying that. Like, yo, if
It's
that's
a
what
fantasy though.
if that's what you into, we probably not gonna work.
Yeah, we definitely not gonna
Because
work.
that's not okay for me.
But a lot of women
Another man
think
in
that
it.
they want to do it and then end up doing it, and then it's like, all right, that wasn't.
I feel
for
like a
me.
hoe.
Like,
That's
you
what
know,
they
some
gonna
people
say.
want to try it out.
And
That's dead to me.
I'm not listen.
would you go to a sex club?
It's all up to her.
No. Would you go to a sex club?
all-
Would you feel comfortable going to a sex club?
A sex club.
Yes.
So like
This is
where
naked
everyone
guys.
just fucking there.
No. Sex club involves different things. You could be a voyeur, watch people have sex. You could be a cuckold, watch somebody have sex with your partner.
Hell
you
no.
can. It all depends on what you're
Hell
comfortable
no.
with. But there's different avenues to explore. You can go to a sex club for a dominatrix. You could go to a sex club to be a submissive.
You know a lot about this shit.
A sub-
Absolutely. Absolutely.
She got that thing.
Kinks
Kinks and freaks.
That's
Add me on
that's
Facebook.
very interesting.
I think that is dope that you so free and
Yeah.
you and your husband can do those type of things. I think that's fire.
I didn't say we doing them. I said this.
How you know so much
You
about
know
it?
a
But
whole
I
lot.
know about it because this is something that interests me.
you don't partake in any of this?
I wouldn't say I wouldn't. I'm just saying that.
You keep saying
She trying to keep
that.
I'm just
my
saying.
fault. She trying to keep it on the low. She trying to keep it on the low. She don't
I'm
want
not
to
keeping it on the
right,
low
right.
because
I'm
I'm
not
aware.
speaking.
I
Open.
speak with different people who explore different things, and traditionally, it may not be things that I'm into. It may not be things that I would want to explore. Sometimes it may be things that I want to explore.
So what's one thing that you and your husband have tried? Like from the little Kinks and whatever group that you're in.
Kinks and whatever.
That's what it's called, right?
Kinks and freaks.
Kinks and freaks.
We're gonna say this and then we're gonna wrap it up.
I would say. I'm not gonna say it on camera. But I mean, toys are definitely fun. When you experiment with toys, bring toys into the bedroom. A lot of men are scared of toys. A lot of men are scared of being outshined by toys.
I think that you
I heard
should
that.
just what I'm getting from this is match your freak. So don't get a shorty that's too freaky if you ain't freaky. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
of
the
course.
thing.
That's what I'm
Of
getting
course.
from this. And
Yeah.
I mean,
But kinks are different.
Nah, no.
Kinks vary. Some niggas like watching their bitch get fucked.
Wow.
That is a thing. That is a big community. Some people like sniffing underwear. Some people have extreme foot fetishes where they cannot come unless they see feet. Like, you have to talk about these things with your partner.
How big is this cuckold community?
Big.
Y'all niggas are simps, bro.
It's all over the place.
Y'all
That's pretty
crazy.
simple.
That's not my niggas thing, but to each their own.
That's
They
it.
got
See.
they got hella swingers in Middletown.
They got a lot of swingers
you know?
everywhere.
They put something on their mailbox or something that like it's like a
What type of shit?
it's like a
There's a lot of swingers.
Kinda cold.
Again, stop judging people
everywhere.
because
Nah,
swingers
I can
are
judge.
heavy.
Nah, but I can judge though.
Monogamous relationships are a thing.
Nah,
of
you
the
allowed to
past.
judge though. You allowed to judge.
It never existed. They never worked.
They never work.
Monogamous
That's why there's
relationships
10. You have cousins across town that you ain't never fucking know until your grandpa died.
I like
That's
her.
because
But can we judge them? But we can still
grandpa
judge them.
wasn't
like her.
faithful.
But we can still judge though. It's cool to judge.
What you gonna judge for?
Nah, you judge them.
I mean, we can
Well,
judge.
you
This is
don't-
like,
as
yeah,
long as you
we-
don't mind
we all
judge
judge.
you,
We all
like-
Yeah,
judge.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, like people gonna judge, so it's
Yeah.
okay. Don't get into that.
As soon as you
Don't
walk
judge
by
me.
someone,
Yeah,
you're
judge
gonna judge them off
judge
their
them.
appearance, off
But
of anything. But
I say be
you know.
confident in what you is and who you are and what you have, and that's more important than worrying about somebody judging. You.
Definitely.
Judging.
Boom.
Definitely.
We're gonna end on that.
We ended it. It's
Yeah.
over.
Isn't it?
I got something to do too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, make sure you like, comment, subscribe on the video. It was a very good
Plug your,
conversation, man. I'll fuck with y'all.
Yes,
Yeah.
I dream a tip on Instagram, and you can also find me in Kinks and Freaks on Facebook.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to
Check
get
that
on
out,
there.
'cause I understand what the hell going on.
I'm gonna have to get on there.
Crazy.
I don't get on Facebook like that, but
Kyle,
lit.
you want to plug anything?
Shout out Sonos Vision.
Facts.
I
Facts. When your next fight, bro?
think we come here and talk about boxing.
Training for it
I'm
right
not
now,
really sure if I'm allowed to say the date yet.
Okay.
But
Soon?
it's soon. I'm training right now. Also got an EP dropping end of this month. Kyle Shut It Down on anything and everywhere. On Showtime or on the radio.
There you go,
you heard.
guys. Peace.